Hey, what's up, gang? We're down here at Lazy Dog on the strip again. This time we're out here with my Hardware 3 AI 3 Model Y. And we're also on a new version of FSD 12.6.4. The FSD version didn't change, but we did get updated to the 2025.2.8 version, which brings us up to date with all of the non-FSD builds and all of the latest features. Um, One of which is, let's see, we've got a rear cross traffic chime now, which is really nice. That's going to prevent a lot of accidents in parking lots in certain areas. But anyways, we're going to test out how well this version does compared to my AI 4 Hardware 4 Model Y, and which is on version 13, and we'll see a comparison, see how well it does. I'll go ahead and get it started now. Our first destination will be the T-Mobile Arena. The Hardware 4 AI 4 Model Y. Okay, slowing down for this guy. He just waved us on. I didn't touch anything. The car did go on its own. I was prepared to push the pedal. But that's the situation. It's not recognizing hand signals, but it is recognizing the signal of the vehicle. The vehicle didn't show any future creeping, so we did proceed. All right, so we're exiting Lazy Dog and we'll be heading out onto Las Vegas Boulevard now. So like I was saying before, my Hardware 4 Model Y did not need any interventions for this entire drive. So we'll see if we can mirror that performance with Hardware 3. Okay, we did have a situation with people in the crosswalk during our green light, so the car appropriately waited for them to get past. Okay, so that was a harsh turn there. I'm gonna go ahead and send a snapshot. We did cross over into the left lane, and so there were two left turn lanes. We were in the rightmost, and we did cross over to the left. There was nobody in that lane. Otherwise I would have grabbed the wheel. That's a snapshot recorded. That is an issue. Didn't require intervention, but that definitely is something to be improved upon. Okay, I also have a mid destination point up ahead to try to get us on the same route. It was trying to route me around the back way to the T-Mobile Arena, but I do, as much as possible, want to get us on the same exact route as we did with the Hardware 4 Model Y, so we can have a direct comparison. Okay, harsh break for that yellow. I think we could have made that yellow. I'm going to send a snapshot of that in, just so that they can see if there was anything that could be done as far as not braking so hard, maybe going through that yellow as opposed to braking that hard that late. I'm also going to remove the mid destination here. Let's see. Perfect. Okay. So we're good. We'll continue on to the T-Mobile Arena and then see how it does on that on Frank Sinatra behind all the casinos. So on this drive, we're going to be going through the T-Mobile Arena, the front of the T-Mobile Arena. Then we'll head down to the Sphere and drive through their parking lot, which is coned and often has traffic guards. And then we'll head to the Peppermill, which is a classic restaurant here on the Strip. We'll see if this car parks itself, how it handles parking at a destination, and then we will from there we'll head to Topgolf, and then we'll call it a wrap. See how well it does. So far, a couple snapshots sent in, but haven't needed to take over or any interventions so far. Okay, soon after this intersection, we will need to merge left, so we'll see how well the car finds a gap here. Looks like it's going to try to squeeze in ahead of this van. There it goes. So very last minute, and the van. Okay, so we still had room. Very last minute, we were able to make this turn and get into the turn lane, but it was very dependent upon the traffic to our left giving us room. Okay, we need to watch out for pedestrians at this crosswalk. We need to stop here. Perfect. That was really smooth, handled perfectly. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end our trip. Take me to the Sphere. Okay, so I'm dealing with the map right now. It says attention monitoring unavailable. Use steering wheel. We do need to get over into the straight lane instead of this right turn only lane to go straight. So we'll see if the car handles that. It is open right now. It may just try to go straight from this lane. So if it does that, it's clear, it's fine, but I will mark that. Okay. So let's send a snapshot of that. We did have a lane in front of us. It's not a huge issue for me to take over, but that was incorrect lane staging. I believe the hardware 4 Model Y got itself into that situation as well, but did manage to merge back over to the left to get into the straight lane. All right, coming up here at this light, this is a no turn on red. So we have a vehicle in front of us. We won't be able to truly test this, which is unfortunate, unless this vehicle does make a turn on red. The hardware 4 Model Y did stay here and not turn on red. Okay, up ahead we do have this emergency blinking yellow light again. Hardware 4 managed it perfectly, did not slow down. We'll see how hardware 3 does. So far, handling it perfectly. Now we're having the pulsating braking a little bit there, but then did move through. We kind of slowed down because of the vehicle in front of us as well, but I did feel pulsating braking there. I just don't, because the vehicle slowed in front of us, I don't know if it was because of them or the light. Otherwise, I would mark that. Really good lane staging here, immediately getting over to the right as soon as this right lane opened up. Okay, we have a right turn up ahead. We don't want to get into this right turn lane here, which the car is starting to do. It should self-correct itself here. It did. I'm going to mark that. That's something that people as well often mistake that. I see it all the time in front of me. But the car does need to figure that out with the correct map data, or even just with vision, needs to see that a little bit sooner so that we can avoid that. It's a pretty windy day today here in Vegas, so you see a lot of debris flying around. I haven't had the car do anything crazy because of debris so far. Unless there was something on that first left turn out of Lazy Dog that I didn't see. Okay, looks like a big event letting out up ahead. So we do have a lot of pedestrian traffic. Might have to watch out for some traffic guards controlling traffic up ahead. We need to go straight through this light, so we need to be careful to watch, make sure the car does not get into this right turn only lane. Seems to be handling it fine. So we do have a right turn up ahead after this light at the sphere, but this lane does end up ahead, so we'll have to merge with traffic on the left. So we'll see how well the car does with finding a gap to merge. I'll have to be ready here because it might be a last minute decision. Okay, so the car's noticing it now, and we are able to merge. Okay, smooth, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna end our trip. Take me to the Peppermill. Okay, we'll head through the parking lot drive of the sphere here. And we need to, and we're just going to be going through. So we do need to watch out for these traffic guards. Here's one that's going to stop us. Perfect. So we saw this with the latest version. So it is stopping here, but it's not. I'm having to give it a little tap because the car was not wanting to proceed with that traffic guard waving us through. So that is a difference that we did see between hardware 3 and hardware 4. Also, hardware 4 does not stop at this stop sign, and hardware 3 does. So that's a difference that we'll notice, that I'm noticing as well. So one intervention so far, not a major intervention. The car, I could have sat there and just let the car eventually go. But I did give it a good 2-3 seconds with that traffic guard waving us through before giving it just a little tap on the accelerator pedal to let us go through. Okay, we've got a clear right turn here. And then we need to make a left, so perfectly staging right here so that we don't get boxed out. This is also a pretty good test for the vehicle. We've got a triple left turn lane intersection here. We're in the middle left turn lane, so we do need to be careful to make sure that we keep our lane, which the car handles with no issues at all. Okay, the car's starting to move over to the right. We do have a right turn up ahead. I believe we'll have to move over one more lane, which the car's signaling early. I've seen this with both builds, hardware 3 and hardware 4. Some lights, it is signaling early to let vehicles know that we do need to get over. That SUV to the right behind us is letting us over, so we were able to get over right away. So I love that behavior. I hope we continue to see that. Got a bus stopped ahead, going around them, getting over even more to the left. We do have our destination on the right up ahead, so we'll see how well it is able to merge back over to the right. Alright, we're starting to merge over to the right. Okay, so we're getting over into this right turn lane here. The routing has us going straight through this light, but we're in the right turn only lane. So we'll see how the car handles this. It should just go ahead and make this right turn unless it can safely find a gap to merge back left and go straight. And it found that gap, so we're moving back over to go straight. Okay, we need to stay in this lane here. Perfect. And then now we'll be making a right into the parking lot of the Peppermill. Okay, we need to, I didn't touch the pedal there, I was about to. We were starting to stop right as we turned and we have a car behind us. Okay, so we're going left here. There's a cab at the front. Let's see what the car does. Looks like it's going around the cab, but then it's gonna end us right here. Nope, it's continuing. So let's see if it finds a parking spot. It does not, and it's pulling us out of the Peppermill, which is interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the trip after we get out of here, but that was kind of a failure. We don't need to exit. Okay. Take me to Topgolf. Okay, it's gonna have us do a U-turn now, which we're really gonna have to launch out of this uh, red light here if we want to make that U-turn. But I'm gonna let the car do its thing. We'll see how it does. It's really slow to go, so it looks like it's trying to get behind this car instead of speeding up. Do we need to cut across quick now? I don't think we'll be able to make it. And it looks like we've rerouted. So instead of trying that U-turn, it's going to turn right here, which is the better approach, I believe. Just need to watch out for the pedestrians in the crosswalk. Perfect. So I didn't need to take over or anything at that destination at the Peppermill, but that was a fail. I mean, it was not. It pulled us through. It either needed to stop right at the front and let us take over, or for a drop off, that would be perfect, or pull into that one open parking spot, or even pull up ahead past that cab and then just stop there at the destination. All right, well, so far for most of this trip, it has been extremely smooth, very similar to version 13. Just a couple incidents where it was a little uncomfortable, like where we had that pretty harsh braking to stop at that yellow light, as well as that first left turn. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that and see if there's anything noticeable. If you notice anything during that left turn, please let me know in the comments. The car doing a really good job at lane staging here. We've got a right turn on Flamingo here. It's a red light, but we can turn right on red. We also have pedestrians coming across. Okay, the car is starting to creep and does find an opening right as that light was about to turn green. Okay, the car dodging that neck pillow in the lane. That was really impressive. I would have been fine to drive over it. We got a dust storm coming through. And here we are at Topgolf. Like to see if the car parks itself. Woo! Alright, missed that right turn there. But are getting into the parking lot now. And we are just stopping in the middle of a lane here. And you can see really wants reverse, but we don't have reverse yet. So I'll go ahead and take over as we have arrived at Topgolf. And yeah, I would like to see some better destination stopping or parking. But maybe we're going to see those destination improvements coming soon to, I know they're coming soon to Hardware 4, but we'll have to watch out and see if we see those coming to Hardware 3. But overall, really good drive. As you can see, not too much difference between Hardware 3 and Hardware 4. We did have a few things that I needed to send a snapshot in for. And we did have some mistakes that we didn't see with Hardware 4. And the only intervention I had on this drive was for that little small tap of the accelerator when that traffic guard at the sphere was waving us through, which I'm sure I didn't even need that. In those situations, I give it like a good 3 count. If it's not going to go, then I'll just go ahead and give it a little tap and push it through. So anyways, yeah, this was FSD 12.6.4, again on the Las Vegas Strip. And as I get new updates, I'll continue to come down on the Strip and test these routes and see how each version performs. Again, thanks for watching.